Hi, everybody. Welcome to your 10-minute abs. So, we're going to get started right away. Each exercise is 45 seconds, and we're going to repeat them twice. So, there's 5 exercises, and a couple of them do progress. So, you can kind of ease your way into harder variations or stick with the original. So, the first one is one of my favorites. We're going to come into a downward facing dog position here and just take a second to stretch those calves out. So what we're going to do here is alternate tapping and twisting towards the shin, maybe the ankle. Okay, you can make this harder by adding a plank in between, but let's just get started here with the original. Okay, here we go. 45 seconds and go. So we're going to tap, come back to center. So you're reaching, working the obliques. You're also getting a super stretch for the hamstrings here and the calves. Like I said, if you wanted to make this a little bit harder, you could come into plank and then go right into that ankle tap in between. So if you're ready for that variation, you can jump right in. I am definitely tighter on one side than the other. So you might notice that as well. And you'll get a feel for where those hands need to be. You have 15 seconds. So keep in mind, this exercise you can do next time when we repeat it. But this workout is only 10 minutes, so you can either go to that progression or, maybe stay with this one and last one. Good. And we're going to bring it down. Rest a little bit. Good. All right. The next one is a side plank. You're going to be on your elbow and your knee. You're going to extend that top leg. So you're going to crunch and then touch your toe. We have 45 seconds. Here we go. Crunch and touch that toe. So this is a really nice side plank variation. So you're keeping that chest nice and open. Good. And having that leg lifted is going to increase that burn through the glute, outer thigh as well. So here we go. Almost there. So next time when we repeat this, we'll do on the other side. You want to make sure when you're on your elbow that your ear stays up off the shoulder. You have 10 seconds left. I'm really feeling this. Crunch to the right behind that knee, keeping the chest open. Ooh, if you need to tap that toe, you can. Down to the side and rest. Whew, feeling it. So next time we'll do the other side. So move 3. You're going to be on your elbows, legs up in tabletop, and we're just going to extend right here. And I'll show you how to vary this. So let's get started. Right to those extensions. Now, if you want, you can do one out with both and then 2 single, or you could stay with the single. Alternatively here, you're staying lifted through the chest. My elbows are and forearms are light. Again, you can do this just with a tap down as well. But again, if your hip flexors are tight, that might not feel as good as this variation. You have 15 seconds, so if you want to amp it up, you can have your heels together and you can bring those knees in. You want to just stay into the ribs. So you don't want to let the ribs flare like that. So really just go by how you feel. And last one. Good. Hug it in. Nice job. We're going to roll to our back. Next one is going to be a hip lift to a bicycle. So I'm going to show you that one. So you can do this with bent knees, little hip lift, little twist. Hip lift, twist. So you can do this with straight legs, with a leg drop and a twist. Just depends how you feel. So I'm going to get you going with this one. Again, you can do this with the knees bent. I'm going to show you that one. You have 30 seconds. Crunch, kick, crunch. So it's just a tiny hip lift. Hands are there just to support the head. Good. Breathe, getting those low abs and getting those obliques. So when you only have 10 minutes, this is a great routine. Again, you can do this with the legs up. Good. And time. Hug those knees in, rest your head down. Perfect. Next one is our last one. You're going to have your legs out. And I'll show you version 1 is just going to be with that leg down, lifting through the head, neck, and shoulders and twisting. So I want you to get going. So this is level 1. You can also bring the head down in between if that's better. Level two, you're going to come up to a sit up. And again, you can rest your head in between. You can bring those arms up, but you don't want to use too much momentum here. I like to just keep my arms here and go side to side. You can also bring the knee in and just keep it really small here. So if you need to, you can take it right here. So if you're watching this one time through, make this adjustment and you're doing the same thing. And then you can bring it all the way down and you can make it bigger by extending. I'm just trying to show you all the options and recover. Okay. We're going to repeat all those. I'm going to show you a variation of the first move. It's going to be an elbow plank with a star tap. So we're going to go tap, 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 tap. So if you don't like this one, you can go right back to the down dog with the ankle tap. Okay. So 45 seconds, staying in that elbow plank. Like to have my palms down and you're going to have those hips level. So we go tap, tap, reaching through the crown of the head, tap, trying to keep stability here. It's really hard. So I'm going to show you a way you can do this combined. So we'll do one more where you're just tapping out on that diagonal. You can tap right leg and left arm to advance it a little bit. So it's very hard to keep those hips down. I want you to tuck that pelvis under a little bit and squeeze through those lower abs. You're getting a shoulder burn here. I know it. Breathe. So you can do one, you can just do the legs, you can just do the arms. Ooh, 5 seconds. Last one. And time. Sit back into child's pose in between. That was a tough one. You can progress to that. Again, you can break it apart, just do the arms, just do the legs. Let's go to that side plank on the other side. This is a variation of a side plank. Ooh, catch your breath. That was tough. Your elbow is right under your shoulder. One knee down, one leg extended. Hand behind your head. Here we go. Crunch and toe tap. So you're getting, like I said, a little bit extra leg work here. So this is a little bit more total body abs. We're not just doing crunches. We're really getting the core 360 from every angle. Good. Now, again, like I said, you can tap this toe down. You can crunch, tap it, and then kick. But keeping it lifted, it's only 45 seconds. You can point or flex the foot. I tend to flex and then really be mindful of this ear to shoulder. Last one. Woo. And bring it in. Good. All right, we're going to go back to our elbows to that tap down or the extension. Bring the legs up in tabletop. So tabletop, you're pretty much knees over the hips, chest is lifted. Have that connection to your core here. And we're going to single it out. Maybe a double. You could bring the heels together, the toes out. And don't be afraid to pull the knees in here. That's like a little crunch when you come in. And it also takes some pressure off the quads and hip flexors. So I'm really feeling those low abs right there. Now, if I go too low, I may pop my rib cage, so I don't want to do that. Again, my upper body is pretty relaxed. I don't have a lot of weight on my forearms here. So single or double. Come on, finish out. You only have 2 moves after this. Good. Really feel those lower abs. You can do single or double and bring it down to your back. Hug the knees in. Beautiful. Rock side to side, take a little pressure off. Nice job. All right, so now we have that hip lift to a bicycle. Fingertips right, just supporting your head. I like them right above the ears. I'm going to do the straight leg version. Here we go. Lift and twist. Now on that twist, this is like a little bicycle twist. Little hip lift. I'm trying not to use momentum to lift my hips. So if you don't want to do that, just really strong connection and then take your twist. So maybe a strong connection and then take your twist and then see how you feel with that little hip lift. So we're really not doing any momentum there. Breathe. You have about 10 seconds. Again, you can do it here. Hip bicycle. And you really want to imagine you're on a balance beam or a step so you don't rock those hips side to side. Hug it in. Nice. All right. So we have that X sit up or that sprinter where you're bringing the knee in. So I'll show you that one first. Bring the arms up, curl. Here's your sprinter. So remember, you have loads of variations on this. I'm showing them all. To make it smaller, just stay with a partial rollback, and then you can bend the knees as much as you want. Okay. You can be all the way up, reaching. The feet are a little wider here, so you can get that twist. You can bring the head down, start to bring the arms up, then roll like a Pilates roll up. So you don't want to use the arms for momentum, but sometimes it does feel good to bring them over the head, makes it a more natural lift, or you could really just go for it here. Good. Make sure you're into your center, you're really into your core. I like to have my navel pressed gently into my spine. I like that visual, but you just want to be in your center. 3, 2, and 1. And there you have it. Let's just take a little release here in child's pose. You should feel great. You should feel energized. We can take a little upward facing dog here, modified. You can also be right here, lifting the chest, getting a little extension, and then come on up. And let's just take a little cat and cow here, rounding, drawing those shoulder blades down, extending the spine, drawing the shoulders down, coming back to neutral. And there you have it. So I hope you enjoyed that. I will see you next time. You can do this workout on its own, or you can add it on to maybe a cardio workout or one of your existing maybe leg or upper body workouts. Have a great day.